everybody, Scottscy here. Today is another day for the Boys on Internet podcast, also known
for the Boys on the Internet podcast
as the Boicast. As with me, as usual, is Blairlex. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. As you can hear, I picked myself up a proper microphone, so now you've got both boys in good audio.
I haven't been to sleep yet.
No one cares.
I've been up all night.
No one cares.
I did vocal exercises this morning.
No one cares.
Because I forgot that I didn't sleep and I needed to record. And then when I came on and recorded, I was just like, holy shit, why doesn't my voice sound like it's supposed to sound like? And then I was just like, oh shit, I haven't slept yet.
Well, I told Blair, he doesn't... Why does that keep peaking? Like, is there something up with my mic? I don't know how XLR mics work yet. I'm still... Like, this is the first thing I've recorded with it.
You're probably giving it a good old plosive.
Oh,
Plosive's louder
no,
than
it's not. I've got
everything
a pop
else.
filter. Don't worry. That's it.
Hey man,
no,
go through
no.
pop filters, man.
No. It's a delay. It's fine. It's just
Alright.
audition lacking behind.
Oh,
Because like the green bar is going up
You're looking
after
at
I
the red
speak.
bar. I see.
So
I see.
it's just got a delay.
You're having the problem. You're having the problem that I had last time.
Yeah.
Where I couldn't like figure out like why wasn't the fucking thing keeping up with my talking
Yeah.
habits, and it was just like nah. But anyway,
It's
man,
fine. It's still captured. It's fine.
how are you enjoying your new microphone, man? Like, tell me all about
I've
it.
I've got to get into, got to do some more stuff with it. Innit? This is the first thing I've recorded with it, so
Dude, I'm so excited to force you into voice acting now, dude.
Well, that
like 100%.
I've got to learn
Now
how
I'm
to
gonna
use
force
it
you into
first.
it. Nah, fuck off, man. Listen, I'm gonna be real. The last person that said, like, hey, I gotta learn how to use it first. Listen, they knew well how to use it, all right? I'm just gonna be real, right? So microphone, you talk into it, my man. I'll help you out, right?
Well, the roles I want to play are angry boys, so I've got to learn how to record loud,
so
angry
you
boys.
turn the game down.
I know that, but I've got to fucking practice. Let me do it at my own pace before you throw me deep.
I refuse. Dude, everyone has to do things at my pace because I'm an asshole.
I know.
Yes. But anyway, man, it's been a little while.
No,
It's been
we're
a
not.
week
We're
since
not
we've
doing this
recorded
again.
the last
We're not
podcast.
doing this again,
Right.
Blair. We've done this the
what are we
last
not
like
doing?
3 podcasts. We've been like, oh, it's been a while. We're sorry. We're not. We're just going to avoid that because that
No,
takes
I'm
up
not
time.
gonna apologize.
No,
I'm not gonna apologize, dude.
I'm not
they
saying
just
we're
have
even
to deal with
apologizing.
that.
I'm just saying we don't acknowledge it. Okay, we just go on. We just act like everything's fine and everything will be fine.
What's going on, guys? This
No.
is the 7th podcast we've recorded.
You know what we're
today,
talking
by
about
the way,
today?
Just so you know, there will be a podcast every single week. There might even be 2 some weeks, every single day of the week. We have been super productive.
Blair, let's stop talking about bullshit. Let's talk about the real shit that we need to address.
Fire Emblem Free Houses.
I'm trying to lead on to something here, Blair. Shut up for 5 minutes.
Let me talk about
speak.
Fire Emblem Free Houses.
Let me speak! And right, today we're talking about the Fortnite World Cup. Did you watch it?
No.
Did you watch any of it?
No.
Why?
Why
Mate.
would I watch?
Because it was the biggest
World Cup?
esport event in the world.
Nobody told me that.
The winner, right?
But like,
there was
okay,
two.
but like, no, listen. I know there was a 16-year-old boy who
Spoilers.
won $3 million.
I'm going to talk about it. That's why
Wait, fucking hurry
Let
up.
me
You
talk
haven't
about
fucking
it.
seen the
Well,
thing.
no,
Okay,
you're
go
saying
for it.
hurry up, but you're the one who's cutting me off to talk about other shit. Anyway.
So anyway, Fire
good to
Emblem Free Houses.
Ooh. Anyway.
I'm sorry. Go on. Go on. Talk about
No, I'm loving
Fortnite.
it. Because like I used to play a lot of Fortnite, as the viewers will
did ya?
know. We've already talked about this. Anyway,
Have we now?
yes, I used to play a lot, and then I've stopped. But like I've been watching the World Cup on and off because it started off as like they had like the qualifiers, all this garbage. I watched them every now and then whenever it would pop up on my feed, and so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna have a look at the Fortnite World Cup, like the finals, and see what's going on. So I watched. I only caught the solos. I missed the duos. which because there was two like sort of events. There's the solo events and the duos. So the duo
Was Ninja
event
there?
finished. No, Ninja wasn't. He didn't qualify.
Why wasn't Ninja there? He did.
Genuinely, yeah.
What?
Ninja's
Wait,
not that
Ninja
good.
didn't-
He's good. Don't get me wrong, but half the time he's playing, he's up against stream snipers.
No fucking way. Like, did what?
Because even Tfue was there, and Tfue came 70th.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they got battered
like,
by
a secret
Bugger, who's like this
underground-
15-year-old kid.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Is there like a secret underground like Fortnite syndicate that doesn't stream or anything? They just kind of
Well,
play the
no,
game.
they stream, but they're like, when people think of people streaming Fortnite, the names they go to, Ninja and Tfue. They don't go to anyone else because they have their Fortnite streamer. Yet there's these other
That's true.
streamers who are fucking incredible at the game, but get no exposure because of Ninja and Tfue. Whereas now, this Bugger, he has the biggest fan
This
base in the
Bugger.
world. No, his name's Bugger. That's his name, Bugha, Bugha. But
That's
if you
actually
say
a cool
it, if you
name.
say
I
it in
actually like
British, it's Bugger.
Bugha.
He's a Bugger. But yeah, he's like 15. He won $3 million playing Fortnite. Imagine.
You have to give it to him though. Like that's such a well-deserved prize.
The kid
for,
was
like,
funny
that
though.
Type of shit.
I watched him,
Yeah?
and he won after the first match.
What?
Because he got
do you mean?
he got the first victory royale because they were worth the most points,
Okay.
and he got like 7 elims in that first match, which just set his like score overall unbeatable pretty much from the beginning.
No fucking
All
way.
he- all
What, so,
he-
like, oh, so it doesn't. So it's not about like winning. There's a score system.
Well, there was a
involved.
scoring system. It was each elimination was worth 1 point.
Okay.
And then there was and then there was placement points after 25. So if you came 25th, you'd get like a point, and then if you came like 20th, you'd get more. Like in between those brackets, you'd get points. And he got the first
Okay.
win, which gave him like 20 points, I think, as well as his 7 elims. So he was on like 27 from like the beginning. And then he placed like top 20 every match after that and got like 7,
Oh,
like plus 7
wow.
odd elims each game. So he just couldn't get overtook. He was in first the entire event.
That must be like. I don't know why. That like when you say stuff like that, it makes it like seem like the scoring system was not exactly like very, very thought out.
No,
but
it was, yeah.
I'm glad that he won. I'm
No.
glad that he won, dude. Like fucking hell, dude. Shows, dude. Skills over kills, man, or skills and kills over.
Well, that was the thing, because
Other stuff,
I
you know?
wasn't cheering for him. There was this other kid
No.
called King, and my
Oh.
God, I think he came like 3rd or 5th or something in the first match. And
Didn't like wasn't there like it was like a prize, like if you were there you won a prize.
well, no,
That kind of thing.
last place got $50,000.
What?
So no matter what, you were gonna make over $50,000.
No
Just from being
fucking
there.
way.
Yeah.
No
But
way.
there was even some
What?
people. There were some people who qualified for solos and duos. So even if they came last in both, they were walking away with $100,000.
What the fuck?
That's what I'm
Whoa.
saying. That's why it was the biggest
Whoa.
esport event in the world.
Oh my
There
god.
was a lot of
no,
fucking
whoa.
money going down. Like, it was
Holy-
nuts. And then-
Dude, that's kind of like, you know how like sometimes when you played sports when you were younger
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and you got like the appreciation like prize, you know, like you were there, you gave it a good go.
like, here's a
This is
sticker.
an appreciation prize and like a half day. I would
Yeah.
just qualify and then probably go home.
That's what I said. I would have probably got qualified, got on that stage, and then just like didn't even drop out the bus, just sit back in my chair, like, yep, 50 grand, baby.
I would be doing the Fortnite dances, man. Like, dude, like all the time. Like, what the fuck?
Well, because like I was watching it, right, and there was this guy Bugger. He was like 15,
Okay.
and then he won the first game. But I was rooting for this kid called King. He was like 13, and he was playing full aggro. Everyone
Ooh.
else was boxing up, doing all this. This little like 13-year-old kid was just rushing people, getting elims left, right, and center. And I was like, this kid is my type of kid. He was playing how I play it. I'd be out for the kill. I'd be rushing people. I'd be going hard. And this little just like 13-year-old was just ruining people. And he ended up coming like 10th overall, which I can't even remember how. Let me get up the leaderboard. What
like-
is it? Fortnite.
That's so weird. Like, that's the thing. Like, you never think about it, But you know, like in competitive gaming and stuff like that, you always kind of have that feeling that the other character or the other person is going to be like kind of like the same age as you, right? Unless you're in a Pokemon tournament, you know what I mean? Like if you look at like League of Legends or like Counter-Strike and stuff like that, everybody's kind of like the same age, right? You know who you're going to go up against. But like, it must be like so humiliating to just look to the left and the person who killed you is like 10 years old, right? Like, I would sit there and I would go like...
That was funny because you
That's
saw
great.
Tfue there giving it all this, like, yeah, I'm a big streamer. Oh, I'm in the World Cup. I'm going to kick ass. And then every time he died, you'd see in his face cam, he was just so pissed.
Yeah.
And I think he came, like, I don't know, like that kid I was talking to was like 13 from Argentina, King, came 5th.
Yeah.
And he walked away with $900,000.
Oh my... What the...
Well, because
fuck?
Bugger finished the round, finished the the event with 59 points. The guy below him was on 33. Like, that's how much of a lead he got from like
God.
just winning, like being good. And
did you get money from the points you got, or did you
no,
get money
it was just
for being
placement. First place got 3 million.
That's fucking wild.
Second
man.
place got 1,800,000. Third got 1,200,000. Fourth got 1,050,000, and then it was like just goes down from there.
Dude, that's fucking wild. It's like, whenever you think about that shit, right? Like, if you think about the old League of Legends tournaments and stuff like that, right? And all that type of stuff, there was not any of this money being put into those tournaments.
Well, that's
like,
why
you
I
would
watched
sit there and you would go for the glory, and then you would get the gamer house with the boys, and you would all be starving some weeks because you had to train and shit like that, and you'd get cramps in your hands and stuff like that. But then you would run home with like 10K to feed the entire gamer house.
Like,
you know what I mean?
That's why I
like,
watched
what the
this,
fuck?
because this was a step in the right direction for esports. Like, this was showing that this is
really cool.
It's becoming a actual sport. It's like it was at that point a few years back. It was getting there with CS, League of Legends, stuff like that. But with Fortnite being as big as it is, like, it's bigger than League of Legends and like CS have ever been.
Yeah,
and it's bringing in this type of money into the sport, and I don't know. I think it's getting there. It's gonna be more. Like,
really
you're gonna find esports like bars popping up around the places where you can go have a few drinks and watch the match of Fortnite on the big screen. You know what I mean? It's gonna like, we're getting to that point.
I'm really excited for that, man. You've got to give it to Fortnite, man. You got to give it to like all that they have done for the competitive gaming scene to bring money into a competitive gaming scene, which I thought wouldn't work. You know, the whole battle royale genre doesn't, like, it's competitive, right? But it doesn't seem like
it doesn't fit
like
the
it would work.
esports. Like,
it doesn't at
it's
all.
RNG, but with Fortnite, it's
Like,
not. There's a lot more skill with that whole building thing. As much as I hate it, it takes a fuck ton of skill. Because have you ever seen any clips of...
Dude, I've seen people build entire houses in like Fortnite, and then like out of nowhere watch another man break it all down, and for them to continue building it back up again. It's like a fucking cartoon.
Yeah,
man. Like you look at it from like far away, and you're just like, oh dude, I finally dropped in. I've dropped in with the boys. We're about to get our fucking silver gun, right? And then you look in the background, and your boys building the Eiffel Tower over there while the other fella's building another Eiffel Tower. Like, you sit there and you're just like, what the absolute fuck is going on? And that's the thing, like, that's the thing which I always sit there and go, like, since I didn't watch it, man, you're gonna have to, like, fill me in on this whole stuff. Who did they pick who to watch?
It was whoever was the most entertaining. They very rarely flicked between, like, out of the top 10. Like, when I was watching it, like, that's one of the reasons I was rooting for King, because they kept cutting to King, because he was getting higher limbs, he was rushing, it was exciting, and the kid was 13, so they had him on screen quite a lot, being like, what the hell is this? Like, this kid is insane. And then they were also showing Bugger, because he was 15, he was getting higher limbs, he was constantly, like, just kicking ass, and it was just sort of, it bounced around, like, the top 10, or just whoever's the most entertainment. It occasionally... English. It occasionally It occasionally cut to like streamers, you know, like Tifu and stuff, but genuinely every time it would, he'd be dead within like the next 5 minutes. It was funny. Like, he was so upset, and I'm happy because I'm not a big fan of him, to be honest. But
I don't know, like, to be honest, I don't really watch Tfue or anything like that. Like,
I don't watch any of them. The only people I ever watch play Fortnite is the Doc, which he very rarely does, or Tim.
Yeah.
Tim the Tap Man.
You see, that's the thing. Like, usually when it comes to Fortnite streamers, man, this is gonna be weird, and this is gonna be like, this is gonna sound like I'm throwing shade, but it's completely not the case. With Fortnite streamers, I feel like everybody's just good, and like when everybody is good, nobody's good. Does that make sense? So you kind of like get bored.
I get you.
Of watching them, if you get what I mean. So like, with like Fortnite and stuff like that, like I don't really feel like there's much personality driven streamers with it. You know what I mean? Like obviously there's the Dark and Tim Tatman and Ninja, right? But they're very similar in personalities, right? Nobody's gonna be this like, I'm gonna do this funny thing. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because you watch
So it's
Fortnite
like,
for the game, whereas like I don't enjoy doing that. I never watch anyone for the game.
Well, that's
watch
the thing,
it
right?
for the person, or like
So that's why I can't like get behind it, which is weird because I still, after like 10 or so years of playing League of Legends, right? You'd think, oh, you know, maybe I wouldn't feel the same about League of Legends, but like it's completely different. I watch the internationals for League of Legends whenever it's on.
Yeah.
I fucking love that shit because I don't know why it gets me so excited and so hyped. That's why I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'll feel the same about Fortnite, but like it's just the ideas that I don't understand how I could enjoy it, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, well, like that's the thing. I keep out of the world of like Fortnite, like sort of competitions and all this. I only ever watch whenever it was something to do with the World Cup that was just on, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I don't follow any Fortnite streamers, I don't follow any Fortnite YouTubers, I don't really like keep up with the updates or this and that and this. I'll just occasionally be like, oh, all right, this World Cup thing's on, I'll give it a watch for a bit and see how pro Fortnite's played, and it's completely different than normal Fortnite, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you really gotta think of how many players are actually playing Fortnite when you think about it, and think of how many like next level athletes have a free to play game that they can instantly get into. You know, with like League of Legends, right? You have to get to level 30 before you can do ranked and stuff like that, and you also got to like unlock all the champions and learn the synergies and things like that. Fortnite is just pick up and play, right? You've got like all the mechanics there, and all you need to do is get good at them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's fucking crazy.
Well,
dude,
the thing is,
if we had fucking Fortnite when we were 12, my dude,
I'd be famous.
Would be, me too.
If I had the time I had when I was 12 with Fortnite, because imagine if when I was younger it was Halo and Call of Duty. If that was replaced with Fortnite, I'd be £3 million richer right now.
Exactly, right, dude. I would probably be like 50 grand up. I'd say like I'm not gonna put myself 3 million grand up, but I could definitely get 50 grand. You know what I mean? Like, I could arrive at the time. Did I tell you, right, that I was a competitive gamer at one point in time? I think I said this on the thing. Yes, I told you about the StarCraft tournament.
You've told me. I don't know if you mentioned it on the the podcast, but
all right, okay, I'll do a quick run through of the thing. So here's the thing, right? I was a StarCraft kid growing up, right?
My
esports was StarCraft. Like I was a star, right? I was sitting there, dude, like fucking at the age of 15, I was going to Korea to train with the professionals. I forgot their names. But I was going to Korea, dude. Like I was telling my mom about it, and I was telling my dad, and they were just like, sure, if you can like
sure, buddy.
If you can, like, well, no, they were like, here, my parents are pretty cool. They were just like, if you show us there's money in it, we'll get you there. And I was just like, watch this. And then like I went to my first tournament and I was just like, fuck yeah, dude. We arrived and I was just like, I looked at my dad, he looked at me, and he was just like, dude,
go get him.
You're gonna yeah, dude, it's the ultimate dad moment, you know what I mean? Where like he scrunched my hair and he was just like, my dude, you're gonna destroy all of these nerds. And I was just like, I am the master. And I sat down at my table. I was fighting this man called Mr. Sniffler. I will
Still
never
remember
forget
his
this name.
his name to this
Yeah.
day. It is
Dude, that's the man
engraved.
that ended my StarCraft career, man. I
Single-handedly ended your
won't leave.
dream.
So I was a Zerg player and he was a filthy Protoss. And like, I don't know how it happened, man. He wiped the fucking floor with me, dude. Like, it was ending, like, and like there wasn't a losers bracket or anything like that. We just did the thing. Like, I was just like, holy shit, I learned so much. I shook his hands. I went to my dad and he's just like, did you win? I was just like, no, I didn't win. He's just like, don't worry about it. They're all a bunch of fucking nerds in here anyway. And I was like, Dad,
What a hero.
can I cry for a little bit? He's just like, of course you can. I was like, ah. But anyway, Mr. Sniffler fucking ended my fucking Fortnite career, dude. I'm just telling you that. But anyway, dude.
Well, because I was going to say about like the Fortnite World Cup and everything.
Yeah.
The way they did it was really smart. There was no you have to be in a team. There was no you have to register, you have to qualify. It was a case of they added a game mode to just the base game. Anyone could play. And if you rank high enough in it, you got invited to New York.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
So how many people did they invite?
Like
100 or what?
Well, because there was two finals, wasn't there? There was four. There was 4 events. There was creative, which I didn't watch. There was Pro-Am, which I didn't watch. And Pro-Am, if you don't know, is to get a professional player to play with a like famous amateur.
Ah,
they'd get,
so that's why that's why I saw like a bunch of things like Marshmallow was playing Fortnite and stuff like that.
Well, no, Marshmallow just actually played it.
Oh, does he? Does he actually just play it?
Well, he was
Alright.
performing on stage at the finals and stuff. And
shit.
his skin's in the game and all this.
But yeah, but like, okay. So who else are the like professional people like?
Well,
like not the professional.
I think it
but
meant
the,
like the
celebrities.
pros were like streamers or just famous people who liked the game, if you know what I mean. Ninja was part of it as a pro, and Marshmallow was an amateur, but he still plays it a fuck ton.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
You always
there's-
like oh shit, sorry. Go ahead.
No, sorry, I was just sort of talking to myself a bit. But there was like
Oh, okay.
yeah, it was just a pro player with an amateur. That was that season, and then there was the final duos, and then there was final solos. So there was a lot of people invited.
It's
But
like were these going on all at the same time or like what?
well, it was within like 4 days. It was like a session each day. Like the last day was solos and the first day was creative. So there was like 4 days. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I played that game mode. It was the arena game mode, and there was a scoring system, and you just had to get like a really high score in it, and because it was their ranked mode basically. It was like if you got to master, you know, like the highest rank, you had a chance of being invited. If you know what I mean.
That's so
It's cool,
fucking
innit?
weird, man.
It's cool though.
Like,
It
you
means
just-
that everyone had a chance, regardless of console, regardless of like just sort of where you are. It was just play, get a high enough level, you go. Like I
But
thought
that's
that
the
was
thing, like,
genius.
normal sports and stuff like that, even they have a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's always a gatekeeper. Even if you're the best player in the world, there's always somebody that you have to impress, right? There was no real gatekeeper here. You just had to play the game, you just had to be good, and you got to come out and hang out in fucking New York.
You got flew to New York. Like that's just nuts.
That's fucking crazy. Like it clearly shows that like Fortnite's probably the only people who can do this because they have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Right? But they have set the standard now.
Yeah,
So
and now
everyone
there's,
else has to
now
figure it
there's
out.
sponsors that are like, oh, there's this much money in games, is there? Cool. Because funnily enough, recently on Facebook, there was an advertisement. You know, JD Sports, like the clothing
shoes
stores
and
and
shit.
stuff, and the
Yeah.
shoe store. Yeah,
Yeah.
they posted on Facebook that they're starting an esports team, and they're
No
holding a
fucking
tournament
way.
to create the team. Like, you could qualify by going. And they were hosting it for FIFA. What was it? It was FIFA something else. And Fortnite. I applied.
No fucking way.
And I didn't hear back. But they invited me to the show.
15. Oh.
So I could go watch it. But I can't play in it.
Oh my god,
I'm fuming.
Dude, you're the professional on the side, dude. Like, people are gonna come up to you, they're
the
gonna
bench
have the
warmer.
camera and the microphone and stuff like that. They're gonna be just like, so what do you feel about the match right now? And you could just be like, if I was on there,
Mate, I'd happily be a shoutcaster for Fortnite.
Would you?
Oh, fuck yeah.
What
Imagine.
would it, like,
I wouldn't
guess
play
so,
it, but I'd like to
I
just
don't
be the
know.
guy on screen who's like, welcome back to the Fortnite Pro-Am.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I did actually train to be a shoutcaster.
Could you imagine me
League
and
of
you on a
Legends
table, shoutcasting Fortnite,
thing. Yeah,
side by side? It'd be sick.
that would actually be pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, to be honest, the problem is he wouldn't even shoutcast the match. He'd just be screaming.
Oh,
Like,
this
we'd just see, like,
15-year-old kid is shooting a guy with a gun.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Wow! Wow! Oh my god! Look at him! He built a plank.
But,
The
you see
plank
what I'm
has
saying?
been built!
Oh my god.
Oh my god! This has never happened before in the history of Dota.
it'd be fucking amazing.
Dude,
We should do that. We should just find like some raw footage of like a game of Fortnite that has no shoutcasting, just game audio, and me and you dub shoutcasting over it and try and act like we have an idea of what's going on. You know what I mean? I feel like that'd make a good video.
Well, no, we should do it of a game we don't know anything about.
Oh, like a game that's like a game of FIFA.
Oh my fucking god, dude! Do you know anything about football?
Oh, fuck all. I know like
This is-
like slight little details of rules, and that's it. I know you kick a ball in a goal, and you don't kick it off the pitch.
Everyone at Boys on the Internet on Twitter.com with your full game of FIFA gameplay, and we will shoutcast the entire thing.
Oh, this.
Yeah,
just trying to think,
now
like,
it's
yeah.
now it's official now, man.
Or
Now
if
we
you
have
know
to
any
do it.
more obscure shooters or anything just obscure, send it our way.
You know what we should do? We should do Marbles 3D. We should get both of our communities
No,
together.
we need to get in contact with that guy and see if we can do one of his episodes for him. Like, tell him we'll shoot it, me and you'll get a table, we'll sit at a table with a big banner behind us and the headsets, and we'll act like proper commentators. Like, we'll have our suits on, we'll be sat at the table, and it'll be like, it's a fantastic day for marble racing today. What do you say about that, Blairlex?
Well, I can really see we've got some new faces, we've got some old faces right now, but clearly I believe the red marble has got this one in the bag. As you can clearly see, it's red, it goes fast. What do you think about this whole situation?
See, that's where I think you're wrong. It looks like Blue Skidoo has really got this one in the bag, and the only way to find out is if we go live to the action right now. We've got Jeff on the floor.
Whoa! Oh my god! Wait,
He's so good.
Jeff is on the floor. Jeff, look
Jeff,
out!
get up! We've got marbles to
Jeff! Oh no! Jeff, look out! Jeff has been killed by better red than dead. I told you he was fast.
If no one knows what we're talking about, it's if you've never watched the Marble Olympics, do it right now. It's too good. Like,
so fun.
it's shot perfectly. The commentary is perfect. Like, it feels like you're watching an actual sport, but it is genuinely just a dude who's rolling some marbles down a hill. Like, I don't get it. It's genuinely an incredible watch.
It's so weirdly satisfying as well.
Have we not talked
kinda-
about this before? I feel like we have.
We have never talked about the marbles.
Oh, I've always meant
We've
to.
never.
Because me and Joe went down a rabbit hole that was a dark place where we just watched Marble Olympics for like hours.
Dude, like, a dark place and marbles just don't mix, right, dude? Like,
Mate,
what
we
the
watched
fuck?
like a 2-hour-long competition of marbles going down a fucking sand hill. Like, it's the dark as it can get, man. Like, you don't know how you're going to come back from that.
Well, that's
without
the thing.
throwing
Like,
more
have
marbles down a
you
hill.
ever just let like YouTube autoplay for a very long time?
Every night when I go to sleep.
So here's the thing: have you ever done it on cat videos?
No. Sorry, I'm
Okay, you
trying to
haven't
drink from
lived-
ice because it's so warm.
Oh, stop drinking ice.
It's warm.
I know it's very warm. I'm sweating like a bitch,
Oh shit.
dude. But let me
Same.
tell you one thing, right? Put on some cat videos. Just let them play, and like after a while, just like open your eyes and see what you hear. It always turns to ASMR for me, and like
Well, that's because you watch actual ASMR, though, don't you? YouTube knows what you want.
Yeah, I watch generally a lot of ASMR, but I don't watch this particular ASMR. I didn't. Now, I did realize this was a genre, right? Like I told you about the murder ASMRs and stuff like that, right? But I
Did you
found
tell
a
me
new
on the podcast?
I did tell you on the podcast,
Right,
I
okay,
think.
just making
I think
sure.
so. But anyway, just a quick recap. Basically, every now and then, I really like ASMR. It like actually really, really, really soothes me. As weird as it is, like it's weird in a good way, in a thing. But like then there's the ASMR which is like weird in a bad way, like serial killer ASMRs. And there was an ASMR recently where it's like it starts off where you're just like, oh, it's a cheerleader in an ASMR costume. It's just like, well, I don't actually open my eyes when I watch ASMR, so like if they've got a nice voice, we'll keep it going. And then out of nowhere, she was just like, I'm gonna murder you in your sleep. And I was just like, and of course, me being very relaxed, I was just like, ah! Like just straight away, like bad news bears. I fucking like in tactical mode, ready to defend myself. But anyway, I found some new ASMRs, right? Now, have you ever heard of like? Okay, this is gonna sound so perverted, because after I started listening to it, I went on a journey to see what else I could find. So have you ever heard of Dog Girl ASMR?
Dog girl.
Yeah.
Not a clue.
So, okay, so
I'm scared.
there's
Not
so
gonna
there's
lie.
Cat Girl ASMR where they
I'm
just go,
uncomfortable hearing the
"Nya,"
name.
and stuff like that. Yeah, they just kind of like go nya nya
Nyan.
nya, like
Motherfucker.
they do the ASMR like shit where you're just like, yeah, daisuki oni-chan desu.
Yan, motherfucker.
Anyway, so
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
listening to this dog ASMR, right?
Did you just go up and go,
It's really silent barks.
what the fuck?
It's like "Bark, bark, 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 bark." I walk up next to you and start licking your neck. Bark,
Oh, that's so
bark,
weird.
bark,
I don't like that.
bark. And then it's just like, and then you're just like, they're just like, oh, I don't like this. Let's see where it goes, right? And then, and then it's just like this particular one. Like I felt like it was a joke, but it definitely went on too long to be a joke. So it was definitely a joke, but the person got into it after a while. Like,
Right.
at the start of it, he's just like, I pee on the floor. And I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? And then after a while, it was just bow, bow, wow, bow, wow, wow, bow, wow, wow. Like for
Woof,
an
woof,
hour,
woof.
and like, yeah, like they didn't say woof. They were like bow, wow, bow, wow, and then they started getting like items together. Like they started getting feathers and shit like that, and like started like doing the microphone. Like it felt, I don't know. Like, dude, it was so weird that I just had to finish it. And then like near the end, like he was literally just like, oh, I see a cat has rolled into our session. I'll be right back. Bow wow. Bow wow wow wow. And he never came back.
What the fuck?
He never came back.
That's weird. I don't like that.
Dude, I also watched a man like clean his balls ASMR.
What? Why?
I'm gonna leave you there for a little bit. Okay, okay.
No.
I'm actually gonna give context now because it
Yeah.
sounds really weird, but I want
Please
it to
give
sound
some
weird.
context.
But like, okay, so basically the dude is just like, he's just washing his sports balls.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah, he's just sitting there, and the ASMR opens with, "Hello. Today, I'm going to be cleaning my balls." And of course, when he said that, I was invested. I wanted to see what else he did, and he just cleaned his balls for like 30 minutes.
Oh my days. Why is ASMR?
He had tennis balls, he had footballs, he had basketballs, and he had his dog's balls. God fucking damn it, I didn't even mean it like that. It's 2 toy balls. God fucking damn it. But anyway.
He just had his dog's balls in a jar that he dropped a drop of bleach in and just gave him a turn.
Dude, it was like, here's the thing, okay, when I'm listening to ASMR, I don't like hard ASMR. So like really like scratchy sounds, like really like hard sounds, like, you know, like I kind of like just like a feather going past the microphone or something like that, right? I don't like, which a lot of people like. I can't do the hard ASMR, right?
Yeah.
And also, I have a problem with them whispering to me. If they have mouth sounds, it brings out my audio engineer PTSD. And it makes me want to die.
I'm just gonna start sprinkling more through this while you're editing it. You're just like, So, Blair, what have you been up to this week?
Well, let me tell you about
cleaning my balls ASMR.
I don't know how I keep getting back to ASMR. I feel like I talk about ASMR.
You do seem to bring it up quite a bit, to be honest.
I do, don't I? Like
you do.
It's like it's so not intentional because I don't watch it as much as I bring it up. But every time I watch ASMR, I always have a story to come back with.
Well, do you think you always bring it up on the podcast because like podcast is like just purely audio? Maybe like could that be a connection?
Maybe?
Wow, this mic's picking up the plane that's going over my house.
There's a plane.
Plane ASMR. Oh shit, it's coming straight from my house! Oh no, get out of there!
And just like that, the podcast ended. But anyway, dude, I'm gonna tell you a little something that I've been doing, which I haven't really talked about much, like ever to anybody.
Inside scoop. Today on Boicast News, we have Blair on the scene with breaking news. Blair, over to you.
Hi, what's going on? It's good to see you. Welcome back. The weather's pretty fine, and also it seems like the sun is out, and it's the perfect day to play Fire Emblem Free House.
Mate, that's not an on the scene like. That's not like an on the scene reporter. You need to be like shouting against the wind, be like, I'm outside Nintendo headquarters where they've just released was Fire Emblem Free Houses. I've spent the last 3 days playing it non-stop.
Dude, I'm gonna be real though, dude. It's I don't know how it happened, but it's become one of my favorite games ever.
I knew it was going to, considering how like hyped you were for it to come out. You've been talking to me about it non-stop since it got announced.
Dude, I usually get really excited for things. I'm definitely an overexcitable person. A lot of people have told me that with the whole thing is just like, you like things too much. And I'm just like, fuck you. But like in particular, like I usually like things, but then like when it's there, I'm just like, I'm glad I did that and then forget about it. I have not stopped thinking about Fire Emblem Free Houses for literally until it's come out, man. Dude, I've played it every single day. I've beat it twice and I'm going for my 3rd run through. And then I'm gonna go for the secret ending. And I'm about, like, dude, you have no fucking idea, dude. Listen, this is a weird, like, segue because on the very first episode of the podcast, I talk about Fire Emblem Fates. And how there's a big muscly waifu who protects me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah? Dude, exactly, dude. In Fire Emblem Free Houses, there is a multiple muscle waifus that protect me. And you know what's weird about this whole situation? I only chose the muscle waifu once.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? Her name is Leone. Her name is Leone, and she protects me from all the semen demons. It's fucking amazing. She's the best. She's ginger. She has a ponytail in the time skip, and it makes me very, very happy because I like ponytails. I don't know why I like ponytails. I don't
fan
get
as
it.
well. To be honest, I am.
Yeah.
It's odd. The messy ponytail.
It's
a good look. Listen,
I just don't
are you listening,
understand.
ladies? The way to meeting Blair's heart, messy ponytail. There you
Yeah,
are.
just get a ponytail in there, dude, and I will instantly add you on
Super like.
OK Cupid, and
Plenty of fish.
dude, it's, oh god, actually, when I think about it, when I am on Tinder, I don't think I've ever. Oh shit, they've all had ponytails.
Yes. Good job.
Dude, I'm gonna be real. No, but like seriously though, like the Fire Emblem Free Houses has to be the best storied Fire Emblem game that I've ever played in my entire life. The best house is the Golden Deer, which has my boy Claude. Oh my god, dude, he's the brown skinned boy who's very charismatic and wants to poison everybody. I can really get down with that, right? And he works for the Alliance, and the Alliance are a group of nobles all like together, you know. So like it's weird to say, but I believe that like Claude's ending is like the good ending. You know what I mean? With his people seem like the good people, even though they're like based on profit and like literally themselves. And then you have the Empire, and then you have the Kingdom, right? And the Kingdom, they're religious boys. They're all about family and all that type of shit. You know what I mean? Going to mass every Sunday and all that type of stuff. Hanging out at the Western Church, just being like, oh, Ceros, I love a bit of that. I appreciate you, right? And then the Empire's all just like, you know, Star Wars music plays, you know what I mean? They're the Empire and all that type of stuff. They got hot waifus and stuff like that, which you can steal into your houses before the time skip, and then you could make them be a part of you instead of a part of the enemy team, which is pretty magical if I do say so myself. So you just sit there and you're just like, ooh, I can collect 2 or 3 of these waifus. Who do I choose, right? And you sit there and you're just like, okay, there's like 2 in the Blue Lions, and there's like 3 in the Golden Eagles. But then like you sit there and you look at like the Golden Deer, and it's just full of waifus. They're all waifus, and it's amazing. It sounds like I've been talking about waifus this entire time, but that's like a big part of Fire Emblem. You sit there and you pick your characters, and you're all just like, ooh.
Because you build a team in it. It's like you get to build it how you want, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. You pick your people, and then you just alright, and then you give them like classes and stuff.
The big piece of weeb shit you are. You're gonna pick all the waifus?
Of course, yeah. Like, dude, but there's husbando potential in there as well. You know what I mean?
Oh shit,
dude. There's this big boy named Raphael, dude, and he fucking destroys people. He's like a big muscly boy, and he's like my ideal body type. You know what I mean? Dude, muscles galore.
Oh,
and there's this other character who's like a tiny green-haired lady called Flan, and I want to protect her. She likes fish, so like every now and then you would just go fishing, then you'd bring her back fish, and like I would sit there and I was just like, I'm gonna marry Flan. And then I met Leone past time skip, and she had a ponytail and muscles and shit, and I was just like, yeah, you know what, there you go, that's the one. But then there was this other lady called Catherine, and she's like the ultimate muscle lady, which I was sitting there being just like, okay, you're right. Post time skip, I was in love. I was in love with this Catherine lady because she was mean to me and she would protect me and all this type of stuff. And she was all just like, dude, I'm attractive, you're attractive. And I was just like, holy shit, you call me attractive? You know, and then I was like, dude, I was swooned at that point in time. You know what I mean? Dude,
she said nice
cute. Dude, she said nice things to me every now and then, and she got me in her trap, dude. And she had muscles as well, so it was like also a boon. You know, listen, you can't really have a true waifu unless she can break your back over her knee. You know what I mean? Like,
that's in your world.
Do you not like to feel protected?
No. Well, no. Not really.
Why not?
Because
do you want to be the one doing the protection?
Yeah, I was raised by 2 older brothers. I couldn't have been a little bitch. I had to be a man. Yeah.
You should be even more of a pussy now that you get the chance to get looked after, my dude.
No, I need to protect.
Dude, I was an independent boy. I was an independent boy protecting myself and all the gang in like for the last 22 years, right? When someone offered to look after me for the first time, I was just like, no. But then they did it anyway, and now I'm like fucking trapped, dude. Like, what the hell, man? I can't deal with this. But anyway, Fire Emblem Free Houses. It's so good.
You know what's more important than that, though, Blair?
What?
You know that cat from the table that does the funny face?
Oh my god.
It has an Instagram.
Oh no, Scott.
And it's called Smudge, and I love it.
Smudge is the name of my horse.
What? Wait.
Yeah, Smudge is my
Alright.
you know my little white one? That's
Yeah.
Smudge.
Oh, that's weird because the cat from the table's a little white cat called Smudge. They might be related. Can you get your horse behind a table with some vegetables on it and make it pull a funny face?
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised, man. I wouldn't be surprised to be well.
Does your horse like vegetables?
What?
Does your horse like the vegetables?
He's
he
kind
don't
of an
like
asshole.
vegetables?
He's kind of like he is kind of a dick. Like you bring him out carrots and shit like that, but then like he bites your hand, so you drop the carrot, and then he picks up the carrot by himself. Like he doesn't go for the carrot when it's in your hand. He like tries to bite your finger off, and then like goes for the carrot.
So he like vegetal, he no like man.
Yeah, he's a big.
He no
he's
like
a big-
human.
He's no, he loves me. He just like when you're holding food, he's territorial about the food. He's just like
he prefers to hunt his carrots.
yeah.
It's like
Dude,
in Jurassic
whenever-
Park when they released that goat in so that the dinosaur feels like it hunted for itself, but in reality it's just not gonna carry your hand to eat it off the floor so it feels like it found it. I see.
This motherfucker, every time I have to like give him haylage and stuff like that, like to feed him and shit like that, I'll be like bringing over the plastic bag full of haylage, and I'll be like walking across my field, and then he'll just be like biting me and trying to trip me up and shit. Dude, he's like the playground fucking bully. But anyway, tell me about this fucking cat.
Have you not seen the cat?
I feel like listen, I don't know.
Mate.
You're gonna have to show me the cat.
Mate,
Like
I'll
I
show
feel like I've seen it, but I've not really. I don't
You
really
have.
know what you're talking
It's
about.
a meme. It's like where the girl's like shouting at and then the cat's just sat there like.
Is it the one where you're like? Is it the one where you post a lot where it's just like? "Ah."
No. It's this one. That cat.
Oh yeah. I know that cat. Yeah. I know him.
It has an Instagram
Does it have an Instagram?
and it's amazing. It's
Show me the
Smudge_Lord.
Smudge_Lord.
Yeah.
Dude, I
yeah.
need to see pictures of this cat, man.
I'll send you the Instagram on the computers. There you are.
Wow.
They've started making merch for him and everything. He's great.
Oh my god, dude. They just gotta have him sitting everywhere. Oh, dude, this is a motherfucking photogenic cat.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be real. This is a photogenic cat. Like, he's not as cute as my cats, because my cats are the cutest.
Your cat is pretty great.
My cats are brilliant, dude. My cats are fucking top tier. I should make a fucking Instagram for my cats.
You should. It'd be great. I'd follow it.
Dude, I'm thinking about it.
Animal Instagrams are like 20 times better than people Instagrams.
Holy shit.
Why would you
my
want to look
God.
at stupid people when you can look at cute cats or funny dogs?
Whoa, holy shit, dude. That's like a real mood right there, dog. Dude, that's fucking... I can feel that.
See, I got you, homie.
Dude, have you ever wait, what have you been doing this week, by the way, man?
What have I been doing?
Yeah.
Not much, really. I started playing Smash again because he released a new character, didn't he?
They released Hero, didn't they? Hero looks cool.
Yeah. Hero's weird. I'm not a huge fan, just mainly because he's not my playstyle. He's a great character, just not my playstyle, that's all. So, he's really cool.
You see, I'm one of those fuckers who, like, design is a really big important thing. And while I love, what's it called? It's, something Quest.
Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest. While I
Dragon
love
Quest.
Dragon Quest, I don't really like the designs. They definitely have very big foreheads, and I can't get over
Well, it's
that.
because it's the Dragon Ball artist.
Right? Yeah, but like even in Dragon Ball, they don't really like. Not everybody has a very big forehead.
Yeah, I guess.
But like in Dragon Quest, nearly everybody has a very big forehead, and I just can't get over that fact. Dude, I'm one of those dudes that plays fighting games just because a character is cute. You know what I mean? Like I'll main them even though like that's literally me. It's like
Yeah.
I'm a struggle boy. So if a character like I can't get behind a character, like I don't know, man. I just can't do it. But I did see him And I did like his moveset. He's very RNG based, isn't he?
Well, a little bit. He has the like he can open his little menu at the bottom, and then he gets 4 randomized moves every time he opens it. But you can cancel that menu by jumping, and it'll come back up. But obviously, mid fight, it's gonna be awkward to try and do it. If you know what I mean? There's like a balance, but like he's cool. Like some of his abilities are insane. Like if you get off some of the attacks, they can do like 30% in one hit and stuff like that. But like, I don't know. I'm not a fan because it's purely like you have to sit back, do this, do that. I just want to run at people and hit them and do combos. You know what I mean?
I feel yeah.
He's a much slower character to play by the looks of it.
It's probably like
he
the
benefits
case of,
from
like,
those
Snake
people
and
who
stuff, right?
sit at the edge of a map and like projectile spam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people who play that play style really like him. So that's why I'm not sort of digging him. Cool design, cool moves, cool character, not for me.
You see,
You know what
that's
I
what
mean?
you're supposed to do with Snake, like stay at the sidelines and just kind of
Yeah.
boop around. But like, I
Well,
kinda
you
like
love Snake,
going
so I
in there.
feel like you'll enjoy Hero.
Okay, I'll give him a go. Well, like
You should.
like I've got him like anyway because I bought the fucking pass anyway. So like
Yeah.
I'll have to give him a go. Dude, that pass is fucking magical.
We need to
man.
play some
That's
Smash.
really
I need to hurry up and get Smash banter out.
nice. Dude, I'm gonna be real. I gotta finish Fire Emblem Free Heroes one more time before I install Smash again.
Get a memory card.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Are you not gonna continue that thought?
No, really, no. That's a good idea.
Just
I didn't think about that.
That's a good idea.
I
And then nothing.
I
You
didn't.
should. You can get them relatively cheap now.
I didn't think about it. You know what I mean? Like I was just kind of sitting there and I was like, oh, okay. Like that makes sense.
See, I
You
don't
know-
have a memory card. I just buy the games physical.
Well, you see, that's the thing. Like that's what I usually do. But buying games physical in Ireland is so expensive.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. Because you'd have to get it imported and mess.
Oh no,
about
not
when you get
exactly
it
that.
delivered and
It's
stuff.
just when you buy things in Ireland, like say like you go to a store or something like that, it's 70 euros. Like it's just 70 euros in Ireland. Like and you sit there
Jesus.
and you're just like, oh, I'd love to buy Smash. Let's go to the store, and then it's just like, hello, welcome to GameStop. And just like, hey, I just want to take a look at the Switch section. Like you just sit there and you're just like, what the fuck? And then you're just like, oh, okay, GameStop is going out of business. Let's go down to Game. And it's just like, oh, what the fuck? And then you're just like, oh, let's go to CX, and you go down to CX, and you're just like, what the fuck? I guess that's why I buy all my games online, just because it's
That
like
makes sense.
20 euros cheaper. On the fucking Nintendo store? Like, what the fuck? How are things cheaper on the Nintendo store? That's the most expensive place to buy games. You know what I'm saying? Feel me?
I am, but I just choked on ice.
Will you stop swallowing ice?
Don't tell me what to do. I need a drink, but I can't exactly leave. I'm pinned down.
Oh, dude.
What?
Okay, just before we end, right? Let's do a quick anime.
We still got like 10
run through.
minutes.
Yeah, let's do a quick anime run through, my man. What have you been watching?
Nothing. The
No, you have to be watching Fire Force.
No. You know why?
Wow.
I haven't been. It's because I started Orange is the New Black again.
You've watched that twice.
No, I didn't finish it the first time.
Oh.
That's what I mean. Because like I watched it like a few years back when I was in college. And like obviously I was watching it with my girlfriend at the time. Then we split up, and then like the routine of watching it every week just sort of stopped. You know what I mean?
Ah, yeah.
It wasn't a case of I watched it and thought of her. It was just a case of that my routine changed, stopped
can't-
me from watching it.
I
So I came
can't
back
think
to
of
it.
lesbians in prison.
I know I
It
can't be a
makes me
lesbian.
think
in
of
prison.
her.
Well, no, it's like I came back. Like I was on Netflix the other day, and I was like, I want to watch like a proper show, not like a cartoon. Like I want to watch something proper. So I was like, oh, Orange is the New Black. And then I was like, where the fuck did I get up to? Fuck it, I'm starting again. So I've started again. I'm like halfway through season 2, and I forgot how fucking good that show is, dude. It's
Really?
so good.
Is it like, okay, it looks, okay, I've never, ever watched it, but from the outside looking in, I always thought, I don't know about this. You know what I mean?
The
Like,
writing,
what is the appeal?
the writing isn't my opinion. Like the characters, they all feel real. Like that, the world they build feels very real, and the writing's great. And it's all about like, because do you know the concept of it? Do you know like why
No.
it's set in a prison? Well, basically, you're following this character called Piper, and Piper used to date this girl called Alex when she was in college. Well, not college, like when she was 22, and Alex was
That's
part of a
orange.
drug cartel,
Oh.
and like on like one occasion, Piper agreed to pick up a bag of drug money from the airport and bring it back. And that was like the only crime she ever took part in that drug ring. And then 10 years later, she's like, we've got a boyfriend. She's like about to get engaged. She's engaged. There's all this shit going on. Then Alex, well, I'm not like, then like Alex's crew gets busted. They find out Piper was in on it, and then Piper gets prison time. So
No fucking
for a crime
way.
she did 10 years ago where she only carried money. So she's gone to prison, and then it's like sort of it's the life of her adjusting to prison. It's her life outside of prison continuing. Like you follow like her fiance, because her fiance didn't know anything about her being part of a drug cartel and all this,
fucking
and it's
way.
fucking great, dude. It's
Okay,
amazing.
you've made me interested. I didn't know. I just thought it was ladies in prison.
No.
Like,
Well,
that's
like
actually a
that.
really
It follows
cool
Piper
concept.
for like the first season. Then after that, it's more about all of the characters you've met from the prison, and then it'll show like why it'll show their backstory of why they're in prison, and each individual character just gets a world built around them, and you just learn so much about every character, because it's like it's one of those shows where the episodes are an hour long, and there's
yeah.
just so much time for them to teach you about the characters, and like
I
you
actually
get
really
attached
like
to
that in
characters,
shows.
and oh, it's great.
It's like that was the weird thing for me and Breaking Bad. If you ever watched Breaking Bad,
I watched a few seasons.
have you
Again.
watched past season 3?
No, I think I got like halfway through season 3. I think
Okay.
that's around the place where I stopped.
So the thing is though with Breaking Bad, which I always bring up a lot. There's a lot of really boring scenes in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's a weird thing to say. Like when I was younger, I couldn't appreciate that. You know what I mean?
yeah. I get you.
Like, but now when you have these kind of like boring scenes, like say like there was too many of them in Breaking Bad, right? There just was too many like awkward dinner scenes and stuff like that and things like that. But one or two of them every now and then was nice, you know what I mean? Like you got to see the drug buddies and they're all just like they're just talking about like, oh dude, what if like I eat the sweets, right? And then I use the teleporter and I teleport out my guts. I teleport out all the stuff in my stomach so I can just keep eating. And then the dude's all just like, oh yeah, man, but then you teleport out your guts as well, dude, because that's just how that works. He's like, oh shit, am I dying? Like, I don't know what it is. Like there's when you have like a show that's very intense and like building on the characters, it's good to see the characters just kind of doing normal shit because it makes them more relatable and
Yeah,
more
it
just
gives
kind
them that
like,
sort of humanization you want out of characters, doesn't it? Like,
right. Yeah.
You want to make them human, not like every single day in their life is hell, if you know what I mean. You want to know, there's some days they'll just sit in the boxes and eat some food and watch telly. You know, like you want to know that they're a person. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You want to know like
It's like when you think of
it's
like
not a dude on screen reading a script. It's a person doing
like-
his business. You know what I mean?
I always say when somebody's like doing writing and stuff like that, I think the best stories are the stories that like these characters, when the show is over, you know what they're gonna be doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that is so overlooked, right? When you look at like say like Jason Bourne, like say just as like I know it's a bad example, but like you always know Jason Bourne, like he's always being hunted all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's always gonna be a Jason Bourne shit. It's like holy shit, it's Jason Bourne again. Like Jason Bourne, like as soon as the screen stops, you're just like, so where is Jason Bourne? And then the next movie starts and he's still getting chased, and you're just like, okay, so he hasn't slept yet, I guess. Or
So
something,
he's just been running. He hasn't ate. He hasn't pissed.
Right.
He's just running. Well, dude, you will.
Don't get me wrong.
Then.
I do appreciate movies like that every now and then. They don't
but,
always need to.
They
but
have their
I just
purpose.
think stories are good. Like if they
That's why you have the selection, don't you? It depends what mood you're in.
yeah.
Like, if you want something that makes you go like, oh, sick, whoa, epic, yeah, you watch an action movie.
Yeah.
You want something to just sit back and sort of be taken into a world. You watch something like Breaking Bad or Orange is the New Black, you take something that has a world to get into. Like,
oh yeah,
dude, you definitely enjoy Orange is the New Black then. Because,
think
like,
so.
each character, like, the acting in it is incredible. You genuinely, like, get to a point where you think these are real people. It's that well, like, written. It's that well, like, portrayed. And, like, it's fucking good. It's great.
Is the acting so good that I'll get into character study mode and won't be able to enjoy it because I'm like watching them so much? Does that make sense?
Possibly.
Okay.
I do it, but I still enjoy it because the writing is that good, if you know what I mean.
Good. Okay, yeah, well, dude, I'll watch it.
They give you all the they give you all the background on the characters when you ask for it. Like, they'll introduce a new character. You'll get, like, an episode where you don't know anything about them. They're the bad guy. Oh, they're a dick. Oh, you hate them. The next episode, something will happen to them. Then it'll be like, wait, who's this character? Then it'll be like, boom, flashback. This is that character. This is why they're in prison. This is why they're like that. And then you're like, what? Whoa!
Oh,
like,
okay.
It's great. It's fucking good, dude. Like, I find myself talking to myself when I watch it.
Ooh.
Like, something will happen, and even audibly to myself, I'll go, fuck me. Like, stuff like that. It's great. It sinks you into this world. Like, it's odd to, like, for me, because, like, when I watch stuff, I always want it to be, like, a main character who's a dude. I want to sort of self-insert. I want to just sort of, like, you know, like, relate to the character. Whereas when you're watching a film all about a female prison, you can't do that. So you get to know the character instead of the whole, like, self.
Yeah.
Like, how would I be in this situation? You don't get that. It's more of a, like, this is how this person handled this situation. And it's a good watch, dude. 100%, like, 100% recommend it. And if anybody else hasn't watched it, do it.
I'll definitely watch the first episode when we but the next time we reconvene for the podcast.
Yeah, at least get one episode, because the first episode's a good sort of, like, introduction.
Yeah.
It starts off. Wait, does it? Yeah, it starts off with tits.
Yeah. Woo!
The first thing you see is Alex and Piper's boobies.
Oh my god.
While
My
they're showering
dude.
together, kissing.
My 12-year-old mind has got an erection right now.
That's
dude.
what I mean.
I'm ready.
It knows how to pull you in from the start. Lesbian kiss and shower scene from the second you hit play. Like, it's like, oh, I'm about to give this a watch. I am invested.
Oh my god. Dude, I came here for porn. Like, what happened?
I came here for in-depth studies into the female prisons, and I stayed for the female boobies.
Oh shit. I'm sorry. Sorry for what? My daddy told me not to be ashamed of my dick.
Oh,
Especially
no,
since it's
fuck
such good
off.
size and all.
Get out! None of that.
Your daddy gave you good advice.
Alright, fucking end the podcast.
Wait, before
End
we
the
end it,
podcast.
I want to talk about one more thing before we go.
Right,
Okay.
go on, quick. Go on, you've got
Yeah,
5
on
seconds.
Netflix, I have a show to introduce you to as well,
Okay,
as
go
well
on.
as
Hit me
everybody
up.
else. So, do you know the boy who sang, "When I was a young boy, my father took me to the city to see a marching band." You know him?
Yes, I know of him.
That man, when he finished working with his band, he said beforehand, like before he was going to become a musician, he was going to write a comic. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to write comics. And so after when he finished the band, he finished and wrote his comic. And it is
Right.
called The Umbrella Academy. And
Oh,
it's
is that his
really
thing?
good.
I
Sorry?
didn't know that was his. I've heard of that
That's
before.
him?
I didn't know that was him.
It's really, really, really good. I'm so invested because the reason why I got kind of invested, I was talking to people about it and they were just like, it sucks. And I was like, why does it suck though? And they're like, I'm invested to see why it sucks now because like I don't know, man. I've heard good things about the comic, and then I watched the first episode and I was instantly caught up. I was instantly just like, oh my god, it's such a fucking anti-hero story, but like the anti-heroes, there's like 8 of them, right? So the story starts off with basically women across the world get pregnant while they didn't have sex or anything like that, right? So they all have babies, and there's like 100. There's like 100 babies or something like that, right? And the character, this dude who is like a scientist man, tries his best to buy them. So he manages to buy 7 of them. And of course, all these Jesus babies have magical powers and all that type of stuff, right? Except for one. Number 7 doesn't have any magical powers. That's her gimmick. She's played by Ellen Page. She's very tiny. But Ellen Page is really tiny anyway. She's like 5'4". Like, fucking hell, that broke my brain. I didn't realize she was that tiny.
Oh, yeah. Well, she plays fucking Ellie, doesn't she? And
I know, I think they based her off Ellie, wasn't it? They based her off Ellie, but they, like, didn't use her likeness? Or was... Oh, no, that was a different game. I think they actually used Ellen Page in...
Well, they actually used her in Beyond Two Souls.
So, but in the other game, they didn't.
Isn't she the voice actor in The Last of Us?
I don't think so, no. I don't think so.
I swear it was her.
You definitely fucking looked like Ellen Page. But I don't think it was.
Like they sort of, I think they used her as inspiration, but I think...
Yeah. They definitely used like some relatedness. Because that's the thing about like Ellen Page in this. She has no powers. She has nothing.
Oh wait, no, it's not. I thought it was. Never mind then. Yeah.
There's a big boy. And so basically the first episode starts with like a complete like utter fast forward, right? So all the characters, it shows them growing up and it shows them meeting the dads and them like solving crime and shit. And he's just like, this is the new generation. These are my children. And they're just like, you're putting your children into dangerous situations. How do you feel about that? And he's just like, yes. And then like,
I feel epic.
Well, that's the thing. And then it fasts forward to their dad being dead.
Oh shit.
And them like doing a funeral, and none of them give a shit except for one. Right? They're all well, he was a bad guy. He wasn't like good to them or anything like that.
Yeah.
So they're all just like it's basically a bunch of superheroes that are psychopaths and have daddy issues, and it's so fucking good. But one of the characters, dude, it's so good. It's so fucking interesting, and it's weird because so many people were just like, "Oh, it sucks," and I was like, "It doesn't make any sense." I was like, "Well, I'll fucking be the judge of that," and I am the judge of that. I'm so invested.
It's like, if it sucked so much, like, why is there like another season being made then?
Right.
Like,
yeah, that's what I always felt. I was like, this is weird. Why is this the whole situation? I want to see this just for the sake of the experience. And I'm so fucking glad I did because it's so good. I don't want to say too much more because it's definitely one of those shows that you can spoil. Sadly enough,
right,
I feel like the journey is important to have. Like I basically just spoiled like 20 minutes of the first episode, but
that's
like
fine.
It's hard to get people invested without a tiny spoiler. Like it's hard.
I just spoiled all that myself by clicking the Umbrella Academy on Netflix and it playing that preview. Everything you just said was basically just shown to me.
Good. I didn't do it. Netflix did it. Blame Netflix. Yeah. Daddy Netflix, if you would like to sponsor us on the podcast, though, you're more than welcome.
I get a feeling you speaking that... Oh shit, I just clicked something. It's fine. You talking for like, what, 5 minutes about it isn't gonna spoil... What is it, 12 episodes long or something?
I think it's, yeah.
Let's see. Wouldn't spoil... Fucking PC. 10-hour-long episodes for me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so, you need to watch Orange is the New Black.
And you need to watch the Umbrella Academy.
I need to watch the Umbrella Academy, but I'm currently, like, 2.5 seasons into Orange is the New Black, so, you know.
Wow. Well, at least catch up on anime. Anime's easy.
Well, there's not really too much I'm sort of dying
my
to watch.
God, you have to watch Fire Force, man. It's made by the person who made Soul Eater, and it's amazing.
I know.
It's so good.
I'll
It's
let it
up there, man.
is it
It's becoming
finished?
one of my favorite animes ever. Well, it's like on episode 4 right now.
I'll let it finish. And
All
then
right.
I'll watch it all.
Okay. I guess I'll see. I guess I'll see you guys next anime season when we can finally talk about Fire Force.
Well, it'd be better to talk about it. No, right. How many episodes are out? Let's see.
Around like 4, I think.
Oh, that's easy enough. I might, while I'm off work this weekend, I'll consider catching up.
And that's how you
Consider
guilt
it.
trip a man into committing murder. Everyone, take note.
That's how you get him to join in and hide in the body.
While
But-
watching anime titties at the same time.
But I think it's time we wrap up this podcast, bud.
We end the
I think it's time
podcast.
we wrap it up.
Let's do it.
So-
that was a good podcast. I enjoyed
Everybody, it was good. It was good. We're getting back. We're getting back. We're getting there.
that one. We are back.
We actually recorded this within a week of uploading the podcast.
we did actually.
Dude, how crazy is that? But
Go crazy.
anyway,
Ah!
thank you for listening. Don't forget, we've got all our socials in the description. Our personal ones, as well as the Boys on Internet socials. We've both got like YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, the works. Ain't that right, baby
Yeah.
boy?
That's fucking right, my friend. All down there. You got all the information, all that type of stuff. And yeah, we got some cool content coming on the Boys on the Internet channel very, very soon as well.
Yeah, we got some shit. Let me finish yawning before I start speaking. Jesus Christ. Right. We've got some shit in the works. We've also we're planning on rebranding Boys on Internet. Because like currently it's sort of like a mishmash of our personal like channels. We want to give Boys on Internet its own lick of paint, its own feel, its own style. We've got an artist who I've spoke to. I gave him a cheeky message about
you
it.
gave
and
him a cheeky message.
He was like, yeah, give me the deets and I'll see what I can do. So we can...
Did you mention my name?
We're doing it. I did.
Oh shit.
I was like, me and my buddy Blairlex have a podcast. We're looking to get some art done. You've actually done some work for him. Well, commissioned some art for him before. So,
Oh wow.
boom,
Holy shit, dude.
boom, bang.
My clout.
Mate, I got to name drop you. Man.
My clout, man. I'm stealing it. I'm stealing
Right,
the clout.
let's call it before
Yeah,
we
let's
ramble
call
on
it.
about any more shit. So,
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you guys so much for
it's-
watching. We really
it's
appreciate it. We'll see you guys
time
next week. So,
we'll catch you next week, hopefully. Okay, ta-ra!
yeah, that was a good podcast.
We did it!
We did it. Now I'm gonna go play more Fire Emblem.